Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome into this new video, and here's a whiteboard video. We've not done a whiteboard video for a little bit, but today we're going to talk about the latest scam that the YouTubers at the moment are trying to pull on you guys. And in fact, it's not a broad range of YouTubers, it's actually only in particular a few YouTubers. And it's funny enough, these few YouTubers are actually probably the biggest stock market content creators on the scene, and those are the ones that are always trying to grift or scam their audience. And today we're going to go through the latest one they're trying to do, and it is always trying to based around a lot of the new investors. So if there's any new investors coming onto the scene, hopefully you don't fall for these tricks that they're doing to try and probably make money off you guys. And it is wrong what they always try and do, and they obviously don't have a great history as well. It's a very checkered past from some of these YouTubers, from some of the scams they've tried to pull before, and it is crazy to think these come from quite often the biggest content creators on the YouTube scene that do these. And obviously I picked some of my favorites from the past that they have done before. The first one being paid to promote a company. So we've seen before where companies have actually gone to some of these YouTubers and gone, oh, can I pay you to talk about these stocks? And these YouTubers have gone to talk about these stocks, and they have also created partnerships where they actually regularly interview the CEO to try and promote their stocks. One of my favorites was Very Good Food Company. Very Good Food Company did go around and pay a few YouTubers to go promote their company, and I remember making a video at the time which did get quite a lot of negativity, saying that I think this is a very bad company. And obviously now I believe the company has gone bankrupt or is on the verge of going bankrupt, which obviously isn't great that they only promoted that stock because they did not believe in it. No one's got a problem if you talk about a stock and you actually believe in it. No one has a problem about that. But when you're actually promoting the stock because you are paid to promote it, I think that is where it's a bit, you should not be doing that. Obviously, my next favorite, and you only have to go back a couple of months to see this one happen, and pretty much all of the big YouTubers were doing this, promoting cryptocurrency platforms. We saw so many of these cryptocurrencies. I think it was the FTX. I don't even know because I don't really focus on crypto or talk about them. But we saw so many of these YouTubers taking these payments from cryptocurrency platforms, talking about it all the time, and very quickly we saw what happened with that platform. Unfortunately, that went bankrupt. We saw a lot of people struggling to get their money out. The YouTubers that said this is a very safe platform to be using, and they were only saying that and not actually using themselves, and saying that because they were getting paid very handsome amounts of sums of money, and obviously that did not help the subscribers and the people that trusted them, and they signed up for that platform and they lost the money as well. Next one. This has gone a little bit quiet, but I've seen this starting to pop up a little bit more. Courses. Unbelievable. I'm seeing people saying that they can get 30% returns on the stock market if they take this course. Courses that are unbelievably expensive for something like a 10-part video series, and then it costs you £10,000 or dollars if it's mostly dollars. I've not seen many UK stock market YouTubers say £10,000 for this course, but $10,000 for a 12-part course, which is most basic information that you can get over the internet. Absolutely crazy. But on to the new one that I'm starting to see, and I'm seeing a lot of stock market YouTubers do this, and they are trying to trick people on their returns. The reason why they're trying to trick people on their returns is because if you look at the stock market and a lot of stock market portfolios in the last 12-24 months, what's happened? Everyone's portfolio has been killed. We've gone through a bear market. We've had one of the worst stock markets ever, and a lot of portfolios have been killed for that. Now, obviously, with a lot of stock market portfolios being killed, it's not pretty to show off your portfolio. I know that. I've had stocks that have gone down, and I've shown my portfolio with some of the ones that have particularly took a beating through the stock market. But these YouTubers that want to probably gain subscribers dishonestly, get people to sell on the courses, going, look, every single stock of mine is green, even through this bear market crash. All my stocks are green. What's the latest grifts from some of these YouTubers? Well, a lot of these YouTubers at the moment have started brand new portfolios, perfectly timed in the bottom of this crash. So a lot of these YouTubers at the moment have started a new portfolio in the 2022 timeframe, and a lot of them now, because we have hit the bottom and rebound, have gone, oh look, I'm an amazing stock picker, look at all these stocks I'm up, look at these returns that I've got, when realistically they've bought them all after all these stocks have crashed massive amounts. And that is what they're trying to do, to show off their returns, to try to get people to then further to make money off them by saying, look, I'm an amazing investor. They're not an amazing investor. They've just decided all them stocks that I used to own, or the portfolio that I used to do, I'm not going to show that one anymore. I'm now going to show my new portfolio of all these stocks up. And it is funny to see all these new portfolios that a lot of these big YouTubers are showing off now, that suddenly they started 12 months ago. It is unbelievable to see. Now, personally for me, I still show my portfolio that I've always done, that I've had for many years, the portfolio that I've shown on the YouTube channel for the last 7 years, I believe it's now. So I still show my portfolio. And personally for me, I actually made a new video series where I actually picked 10 stocks and see how they do over the S&P 500. Now, I did start that out a year ago, so compared to the S&P 500, it is beating that, and all my returns are absolutely fantastic. And for me, I could go around showing that document of the video that I bought these 10 stocks and going, look at my returns, and compare it to that document. And I will talk about it every now and then, and I will continue to add stocks in there. So I could personally use that to be like, oh, look, I'm an amazing picker as well, but I'm not, because it's not realistic. Because realistically, my portfolio is the portfolio that I've had for many years that went through the crash situation, and that's the main portfolio that I personally be showing off. And that's what not a lot of the other big YouTubers are not doing out there, because they don't want to show that portfolio off. Because like me, they have probably had stocks that have gone through the wars, but particularly I bet a lot of them have even more worse stocks that are down. And that's part of the game. It's part of the game where you go through a stock market crash, you are going to have stocks that take a battering, and some of them potentially won't ever get to the levels that they were at previously. That's part of the game. It's part of investing, that you will have crashes and the stocks will go down, and some potentially might not make it through. That's where you start to see what your actual companies are made for, or made from, when they go through that crash situation. That's part of the game, that you show off some of your scars. But obviously some of these YouTubers don't want to do that. They want to present a portfolio where everything's green, and because of their sheer brilliance of being the best investor in the world, perfectly pick the bottom and have all these amazing returns now. So be careful out there. You'll see this quite often, and a little bit more at the moment, that some of these bigger YouTubers out there will suddenly have started a new portfolio in 2022, and that will be the portfolio they continue to talk about, and you forget all them stocks that have been absolutely devastated through the recent stock market crash. So be careful of that out there. So I thought I'd point that out, because there is a bit more of that going on at the moment, and I don't want any of you guys to fall for it, or in particular any of you new investors that come onto the scene and think they are the most perfect investor out there, that has amazingly has bought at the bottom of the stock market, now has all these gains and all these green stocks and all these stocks up crazy amounts. Be really careful out there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in a bit.